This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kick it off to get us underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
The tackle is made just a short gain after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Back to throw. It's Owens. Looking to scramble. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Trojans' offense is on the move now. Off the play fake on first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. He escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And we're able to get him down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. And they will try out the field goal team here. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. trying for a fourth down completion. Moves out of the pocket. And heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
To throw, it's Huck. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Glenn. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Gets made on the out route. They wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he...
Looking for a man deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. Every game in this series just feels special, Kirk. The battle for the Shillelagh, really the first great intersectional rivalry that's endured, goes back 100 years.
You know, if I think for a lot of us, this rivalry reminds us of the old Midwest against the West Coast. But these days, these two programs are still very highly regarded by both the players and staff across the entire college football landscape. Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
And they pick up the first on the ground. That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. Got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
To throw, it's Huck. On the move now. Grab behind the line, it's Barber. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
And the gain just good enough for a first down.
You know what's happening here right now is this quarterback is just taking what the defense is giving him, not forcing anything downfield, finding ways to be able to continue to move the ball down the field. Another example, nice job here of picking up the first down.
Run quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
Marathon drive, the 11th play, and they face a third and short. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
Second down after that completion. And the quarterback dropping back. That's reeled in. It's Fowler. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He escapes the pocket. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Automatic on the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will get out of bounds. That'll be the final play of this first quarter. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking downfield, it's Huck. Huck over the middle, it's Barber. That game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Second down play coming up for this offense. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Touchdown, Irish. Great catch and run for 6.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, not right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And looking to throw now on first down. The pocket breaking down. And he's taken down way behind the line. That'll be a huge loss here.
Losing so many yards on the first play of a drive like this off of a scramble really turns second down into a salvage down. You set out to get enough yardage back to make third down possibly manageable.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And the defense brings him down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. Trying to create here on the move. Hunt in the open. Touchdown, USC. Strong game by this quarterback. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Grab down the middle. It's Glenn. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Offense back out there trying to get something going. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. On the ground, it's Washington. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
So the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Looking to scramble. Fires it to the wideout. The defender gets a hand in here to break the pass up.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football. football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Defense is coming after him. He'll be brought down on fourth down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Huck. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First and 10 now for the offense. And he drops back in the gun. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. A chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. And the incompletion now makes it second and 10 from the 49. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
It's third down for the offense. Try and muscle for the first down. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. That's how you finish a play.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the PAT is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Gets into space at the 50. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver, and you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball, and eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and effective.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Rolls right, trying to make something happen. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Trying the run, it's Washington. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on second and goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Handoff in a single back formation. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Brings up second down. Looks like one more play here before halftime. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. As the first down is still going. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. Pop over the middle. It's Barber. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Back to pass. It's Huck. Short throw to the back, an easy completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And there's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Finds anybody open. Brings up a second down now. This is the 6th play on the drive. They'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Looking for his back. Looking right. This one caught. They bring him down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Catch made by the tight end. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Looking to pass. It's Huck. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Washington. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
He finds some space. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Scooped up in the defense. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
That is just a tough break for this running back. His first chance in a game, and he immediately fumbles. I hope that's not it for him today.
To the air, it's Huck. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quick throw caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
3rd down play for this offense. A play action looking to throw. Can't defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this 3rd down, but you got to give a shout-out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on 3rd down all year. It's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
Notre Dame looking to convert on 4th down here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend, and it's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
On the move now. That is broken up and incomplete.
Really good route here by this receiver. Quarterback does his job, puts the ball right where it needs to be. But how about the play by that defender to knock it away?
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. He escapes the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
And he's got it, no problem. And they've regained the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Huck. Throws to the tight end. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Breaks into the open. At the 20. At the touchdown, Southern Cal. A crucial pick 6.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. He'll run it here. Gets the first and still running. Get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Throws it to the right. Caught with room to run. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Scanning the field. It's Huck. Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Second down after that previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quick dart to the right. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Look out, he's in the clear. He's at the 50. At the 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, USC. A long-distance defensive touchdown. Wow.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for him here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They've got to recover from that right now.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
That's a great way to start this drive after taking over in really good field position, working with the lead. Chance here for a knockout punch.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Can he get there on the ground? They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. 1st and goal at the 9.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Going absolutely nowhere would be a loss of a point.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Man, you got to go for it here, right? You're all the way down to the 1-yard line. You can't settle for 3 points. Touchdown's going to win this game today.
So you're on 4th down. Out comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the running play stopped on 1st down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, almost another interception. Can you believe it? It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that.
Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Leaning on the run game here. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He hands it off from the gun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Breaks into open space. Crosses the 45. Breaks into the clear. Powering through the defender. And they finally get him to the ground on what'll be the final play. That's it. Game over. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the